My experience being a homeschooled teen has been very interesting to say the least, and to not waste your time like every other YouTuber.
Let's get into the.
It all started back in February 2023. I was 12 years old, and I was a complete loser. Shitty mental health. I hated school. The way my life was, I didn't have any purpose for my life. I was just like a gamer, technology addict, unhealthy, carb addicted, immature dumbass. Then in late March of 2023, I found this man on YouTube. He started to shout at me, "Stop being a Jeffrey," told me about dopamine detox. And so I started to get addicted to Hamza's content. I would watch a full guide or two every single day. And I took like literally a full guide or two every single day. I took notes. I actually took action on what he told me for the first time. I actually listened to advice and implemented it for the first time in my life. Now, I was still in public school during this time, and I had long hair and shit, just complete retard, bro. And I was just starting to work on myself while everyone in school still treated me like how I was before, like how I had been. And so back home was my grind time. I started going to the gym and everything, all in around the April to May range. I quit video games in the middle of May. My life was really starting to get better, and it was reaching the end of the school year. Now, let's backtrack just a little in about April. The same time I was getting onto self-improvement, I was coming home from school every day crying. I was hating school so fucking much. You don't even, realize. I would literally beg every night to not go to school the next day. Literally, I would cry every night to not go to school the next day. Beg. One of these nights, my mom suggested online school, and something just clicked for me. Something made me feel hope, and that night literally changed my life forever. I made a whole, pros and cons list about how I could focus on my own goals so much more. There'd be no retards in school. There'd be so much less time spent on this brainwashed school shitstorm fuck education that wouldn't even help me in life because I knew I wanted to be an entrepreneur. Eventually, I made the decision. And fast forward to September 2023. School is starting. I don't have to go anywhere. In the morning, I'm on my gymnastic rings doing calisthenics and stuff while the bus is going by, feeling powerful as fuck, like I'm better, I'm fucking stronger. It sounds weird as fuck and arrogant or some shit, but this is what testosterone feels like in case you've never experienced it. Anyway, bro, I was having so much of a better time, and I was cool with it for a while. I mean, I went from a 60 to 80 hour school week to 15-hour school weeks, and I was fucking happy as hell. I could focus on my fitness, on my business that I wanted to pursue. But it all changed on the one day of March 31st, 2024. This day I will never forget. So you may be wondering, what about Easter changed everything for you this year? Well, I'm in Hamza's paid program, Adonis School, and at the time he was hosting monthly, bi-monthly meetups, and he was planning one for Vegas. And long story short, we drove 30 hours to Las Vegas to meet up with Hamza and about 10 other guys. On March 31st, 2024, I had probably one of, if not the best day of my life. It was my dream everyday routine. Just spending the whole day with the boys, being super social, going and hitting a super tough workout, racing on the bridge.
I got you. 3, 2, 1, go!
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's so Watch out.
Crazy. That's wild, man.
Guess what this did for me? This changed everything, bro. Like, this changed my paradigm, my perception of the world. It changed my bar of dissatisfaction with my current life. It gave me, like, hella motivation to change. And bro, as soon as I got back home, like as soon as I tried to force myself to do schoolwork, bro, I just couldn't do schoolwork. I simply couldn't like do something that was such a waste of my time, that was so like unnecessary, and so I didn't. I didn't do my schoolwork. I refused to do something so useless and such a waste of my time for 3 hours a day. I refused to do it. And I was literally like trying to sit down. It was like trying to sit down and play video games right now. Like when you're not addicted to video games, they're just like boring. You just feel so retarded doing it because like you know how much you're wasting away with this shit, and you're just like doing it for hours, and you just feel like why am I even doing this? Like this is just useless. That's exactly how I felt. I literally didn't do my schoolwork for about a week. Meanwhile, convincing the fuck out of my parents to homeschool. Eventually, my amazing, immaculate, persuasive skills and how good my parents are, and me refusing to do my schoolwork, persuaded them to sign off the document off to the superintendent, and it was done. I'm officially out of traditional school forever. And what has my experience been, bro? I'll tell you this. I went from 20 views a video to about 200 views a video. Now, right now my channel is like getting fucking bad views. I don't know why. But at the time, I went from about 20 views a video, or 15 to 20 views a video, to about 200 per video. And, you know, just like a month after, I got my highest viewed video, 1.7K. I literally 10 times my business. I doubled my subscribers. I went on a healthy as fuck diet. I had so much drive to do better. I started cold approaching in the gym without anxiety. My life changed for the utmost better, and there's nothing to beat it, bro. I have experienced some social isolation while in online school, bro, but being homeschooled motivated me to put in the effort to be social. Like in online school, when I was in online school, I wasn't like really being social. I didn't really have any social life at all. But being homeschooled motivated me to have that social life because of that experience being social all day. Truly, nothing bad has come from homeschooling, or in my case, basically unschooling. And I know it's the right path for me, regardless of what you believe is best for me. Oh, like you're gonna fucking go, some retard's gonna go in the comments and be like, oh, actually, Max, like, oh, school is actually really important, bro. You have to get in your college degree and get a good job and be an engineer. Like, shut up, bro. Fuck's sake, bro. Like, I recommend homeschooling to every child, every teen out there on the planet. I literally, like, there's nothing bad about it. There's nothing, like, I can't even explain to you how much it's helped me, how much it's changed my life. Maybe you've experienced maybe you're in public school, like, if you've ever been in public school, and it's like, the summers were always the time where you did the best, always the times you progressed the most, always the times where you made the most progress. Or maybe you haven't been in public school. But if you are in public school, those times, those summers, like it's summer right now, for example, those summers, like you've progressed the most. You've made the most progress in what you wanted to. That's what it feels like for me every single day. Repeat after me. Fuck school.